has long been known as a meat and grain exporter. Now the small South American country is attracting pharmaceutical laboratories from Israel and other parts of the world interested in buying another kind of agricultural produce, marijuana. In December, Uruguay became the first country to legalize the production, distribution, and consumption of marijuana. Congress approved a law allowing Uruguayan citizens over 18 to grow, buy, and smoke cannabis. With the new legislation, they will be able to purchase up to 40 grams each month from licensed pharmacies, as long as they're registered in a government database. They will also be able to grow up to 6 marijuana plants at home, enough to last one consumer 1 year. Although many in Montevideo cheered the initiative and smoke weed openly, Uruguayan legislators have yet to regulate the law, which should only be implemented in April. It will be months before the government is ready to distribute licenses to plant up to 40 hectares of cannabis for domestic use. But the small South American country is already a step ahead, on the lookout for a piece of the international market. Uruguay's government acknowledged that it has received inquiries from pharmaceutical laboratories in other countries, among them Israel, which has an estimated 6,000 consumers of marijuana, most of them for medical reasons. Argentine toxicologist Carlos Damin says Uruguay has become one of the very few places where doctors and scientists will be able to acquire marijuana legally to process the plant and transform it into medicine.
Today, there is no other place in the world where marijuana can be commercialized legally, except for Uruguay and some other countries subject to very strict controls, like Holland.
Damin says cannabis has an active ingredient which can help patients suffering from asthma, glaucoma, and anorexia. It also can reduce nausea and vomiting.
Marijuana also has the attribution of facilitating the action of other painkillers. That is why it can be used to treat patients with terminal diseases, patients undergoing chemotherapy who suffer from nausea and vomiting, or patients in a lot of pain who already receive high doses of painkillers.
But for Uruguayans, the legalization of marijuana is a way to curb crime and fight the drug traffickers. Congressman Julio Brago, who wrote the law, says Uruguay faced two options: start a drug war or regulate a chunk of the illegal market worth $40 million a year. It will be cheaper and safer to buy marijuana in a pharmacy than from a dealer on the streets.
It's probably that, by legalizing marijuana's commerce, we'll be able to reduce significantly the mortality and criminality produced by drug trafficking. But this will only be effective if at the same time we implement a policy to promote healthy habits to try and reduce drug consumption.
Uruguay is attracting the attention of many in the region and abroad. If the experiment is successful, it may set an international trend. This is Monica Yanakiev for JN1 in Montevideo.